Hey, it's Chantel, and welcome to A Day With, where we spend a day with local business owners. Today, I'm talking to Ramona Godbolt, the head of Camilla's Closet, an organization that not only distributes free clothing, but also personal styling and affordable clothing. Here's part one of our day. Enjoy.
Hello, my name is Ramona Godbolt, and I am the owner and operator of Camilla's Closet. The story behind Camilla's Closet is a lot deeper than what people know. Again, my daughter was a victim of bullying, and through that, she would go into my room, stay in the closet for hours, play with her toys, and that's where she would go. I never questioned why she was in the closet because I knew that she was okay. Through that, I found myself just going into my room where I had next to my bed. I used to do my affirmations. I used to have my Bible and everything. And I used to be in my room, sitting down, just looking at my daughter and wondering, how is she gonna, how's she gonna overcome what's happened to her, So I never thought about questioning her or going back and, just saying, why are you always in my car? I never just, as a mom, I didn't think it was a big deal. So I started, and I wanted to make a difference with what I was going through. And I had something hidden in me that happened to me when I was younger. I was molested. So I took that because I love clothing. I love looking my best, but I didn't feel my best. I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel like, I didn't feel good about myself. Mm-hmm. What I used to do is I used to put on a lot of clothing because I didn't want my shape to show. So even though I'm the age that I am, I still was battling some things that I went through when I was young. So when my daughter was in the closet, sitting there playing with her dolls, I would see myself as if that was me. Because I went through tragedy, and I went through a lot of alone time by myself. So I started wanting to style people. I wanted to, make people feel like I was feeling. And I would search for people that had an issue, that had a problem, not knowing that I was blessing them and I was helping them through their trauma. So through their trauma, I wanted to speak about what happened to me when I was younger, talk about what happened, and just be myself through it all. But me talking about the damaging part of Camilla's Closet, sometimes I felt like I wasn't being heard. I felt like I was just, nobody want to hear about your story, about what happened to you when you were younger. This is the day and age where either we're going to buy clothes from you or not. And those are the attitudes that I used to get. So I kind of fell back off of sharing my story, and I began to write my story. So when I began to write about Camilla's Closet became a ministry. Being that I already minister and dance, God gave me the provision to just tell my story through ministry, and He created all of it in one. I'm still going through the past, but now I can identify my past as being, it was my survival kit. It's my it's my future. So now, dealing with what I dealt with before, I can now tell a woman it's not okay to be raped. It's not okay to be bullied. It's not okay for you to hide something so impacting that happened in your life. But what I can tell people, and I can tell women, and I can tell children, I can even tell men, that once you believe in yourself and believe that you can tell somebody your story, the rest is all up to you. And the rest is all up to everybody. The rest is all up to God, basically. So with me being with Camilla's Closet and with me sharing my story, I now have a conference that I do, my second conference every year, talking about rape, bullying, and domestic violence. So that's my platform now, that I let everybody know it's okay not to be okay. That's my slogan.
Yeah.
You know, and I style children, I style women, I do fashion shows to bless people. But I also do my fashion shows, and it reminds me about what I went through and what the beauty behind everything is, that no matter what you have gone through, you're still beautiful. You're still beautiful inside and out. You carry layers with you. You carry you with you. And Camilla's Closet has grown into not just a platform of styling people. It is also a ministry. And it has helped a lot of people know that they are beautiful inside and out.
Yeah.
What struck me the first time going into a shelter, I knew that a lot of people were going to resist. So I had to prepare myself to be disappointed by people, because when certain people are in certain situations, they don't receive you. They don't receive what you're giving. They don't receive what you're saying. And you can give your best. You can be your best at it. Their situation caused them to resist you. Now, it wasn't the clothes that I was giving. The message that was in Camilla's Closet to give to people was that you're going to overcome this. You're going to overcome your situation. You're going to overcome everything that you're going through. And I wanted for them to believe in themselves. So then I gave my contribution. Then I gave my services, because I needed them to trust that my word was going to be not a null and void word. It was going to be the truth. And I gave a follow-up with them when they did get on their feet. So I serviced them again with connections that I had. It could be clothing, it could be vouchers, it could be whatever it is to service them. I didn't break my promise. So I followed up with them with my word, and I followed up with them with conversation and prayer. I had a fundraiser, and I put all my all into this fundraiser, and I got scammed. And that's something that for a while had me in a place where I didn't want to do this anymore. Because you can put your heart out, you can give your best, you can do your best, you can be the best for you and the best for everybody else. But there's always somebody that don't want the best for you.
Yeah.
And what I learned from it just taught me to not give up. It's not something that you brush off your shoulder, but it was something that made me fear. Like, what if this happens again? But even when you trust in God, even though you have God on your side, sometimes we don't think that it's not going to happen again. We think it's going to continue to happen again. You know, we try to figure an outlet on, like, what are we going to do to make this not happen again? But I had to realize that it's not me, it's people. And that's how I'm overcoming it. You know, I can be as good as I have to be, but there's always going to be somebody there that will take from you.
But you're still here, though.
Yes.
So that's what's
And
important,
I'm blessed.
though. How do you get out of a funk?
I'm not gonna say I always go to God, because I don't. Because that's what people always say. Oh, I go to God for everything. No, you don't. No, you don't. How do I get out of a funk? I literally cry about it. I do my whys, and I ask myself, how am I gonna get out of it? I leave it where it is. It'll come revisit me, and then I'll call someone to talk about it. And usually it's my dad. He gives me the best advice, and then I'll just leave it where it is, and pray that things get better for whatever reason that it is.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I get out of it.